Okay, so first of all, welcome. Welcome to the obviously all new Lola Shae show. We had some changes in the studio. So shout out to everybody who was tuning in, and missed you guys last week. Um, I don't know. I hope you like it. I like it. I think it looks very nice. It's quaint and personable for when we have our interviews. We got actually a couple of sections, so we'll be able to switch up the backgrounds and switch up the angles and stuff. I like it though. We're moving in the right direction. Forward, ever forward. So, little disclaimer for this episode. First of all, I want to congratulate my own self, me and Al, on 1 year. I was actually, thank you Facebook, because they was like 1 year ago, and they showed the graphic I put out, I made for the show, which is the logo and stuff up there, and I was like, oh my God, it was a year. The first episode aired on April the 15th, 2024. So yeah, congratulations to me and you guys for putting up with me for a whole year. Oh my God, it's been a whole year on my own. I like it. I definitely think it's a different show than the last show I was on. I definitely think that it has grown and improved and changed over the course of the year and will continue to do so. Definitely want to say thank you to everybody who makes this show happen. Big shout out to my sons. Big shout out to my sponsors, my contributors, friends of the show. Shout out to Vaughnie Jones, Ebony Justice, Terra Vocals by Jamel Jones, Gatekeeper Wiz, all my IAXISRADIO family. Okay, I don't have on my glasses today, so bear with me on the responding to you guys. Can we throw that back up there so I can see it again? Make it a little bigger for me. Okay, it is Terra Vocals by Jamel. I recognize the picture. So much better, I agree. Thank you. Okay, you didn't have to say so much better. No. Anyway, okay, that could have been better than, whatever. Better is better. I'm not going to complain. Not going to let my gut hang out either. Anyway, I don't know. It's been well, I say every week is crazy, but it seems like every week be trying to top itself. Every week wants to be crazier than the week before. So the United States has officially pissed off the black delegation of the world. And I kind of saw this coming. It's a topic that's, I've been bringing up a lot on this particular show. And well, first of all, let me say that the revolution is obviously not being televised, because I have to keep explaining this to people, and it's not already common knowledge that we have a Superman over here in Africa doing wonderful things. And it has gotten to the too much wonderfulness stage. Whenever it gets to the too much wonderfulness stage, somebody steps in and feels like they have to do something about it. They gotta change it. They can't let it continue on. It's definitely threatening the status quo. It's threatening all of the other countries and their leaders, because the question is now becoming, what in the hell are you people actually doing? I mean, they started from nothing. And in 3 years, they have umpteen hospitals, schools, free health care, free education, hospitals and schools. they've instituted their own currency. Uh, they've what haven't they done? They've built processing plants. They processing their own gold, their own they want to do all their own stuff. No more dependency on foreign powers, foreign countries, colonizers. No neo-colonial anything. They changed the names of the streets back to African names. They changed the attire of their judges to African attire from the European wigs and the cloaks and all of that. Just so many things, so many leaps forward, that it has begun. Well, I think it's long time already gotten the attention of, but it has gotten to the point where they can't pretend it's not happening anymore. So basically there was a Senate hearing, and they asked our, first of all, let's note that he is our first African American. He's from Senegal, Africa, interestingly enough, but first African American 4-star, not 5-star, but 4-star general. And he is put in charge of AFRICOM, which is a non-governmental organization that basically makes policies and, is there as a watchdog organization to keep an eye on supposedly to keep an eye on what's going on in Africa, right? So he goes in front of the Senate and just bold-faced lies on this man and says that this man is using the country's gold, which first of all is their gold. They can use it however they want to. The issue comes in where they don't want France having unfettered access to their gold anymore. They don't want France having unfettered access to any of their anything anymore. They kicked the French troops out. They gotten rid of the French money. They don't want French. They've gotten rid of French as their national language. They've gone back to their original language. They changed the name from Upper Volta, which is the name that it was given when they had the Berlin Conference, and they went in and they carved Africa up and they said, you're going to take this section, you're going to take this section. So they were called Upper Volta at that time, and they changed their name to Burkina Faso in 1975. Now, this is where it begins to get interesting. They had quite a few leaders come out of Burkina Faso and surrounding areas. Most notably would be Thomas Sankara, right? So Thomas Sankara argued for the withdrawal of Africa from international affairs, the withdrawal of Africa basically from everything, and just wanting the desire to be self-sufficient, to not have no masters, nobody telling them what to do, nobody telling them how to control their resources, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, you know what happened to him? They killed him. So like I said, this man got up here and he bold-faced lied and said that Ibrahim Traore, that's the Captain Ibrahim Traore, is the current interim president. He didn't get elected. He went in there by a coup, but a coup was desperately needed at the time. These people allowed all kinds of terrorists to take up root in the country, take over more than 50% of the country. They didn't have electricity in most of the country. They didn't have running water in most of the country. They lacked proper infrastructure, schools, hospitals, all kinds of things. It was just what Trump was calling a shithole country, okay? And they said, you know what? Why exactly is it a shithole country? So he came in, ousted the other guy. He did not kill him, mind you. The other guy is in Ivory Coast, stirring up trouble as we speak. So yeah, they got rid of the other guy. He went in there, and like I said, in 3 years, it's been 3 years, he has done more than most leaders have done in a lifetime. There are people who have been in power in these countries for 50, 60 years. Absolutely nothing has been done. 15, 20, 30 years, absolutely nothing has been done. He gets in there 3 years, and the people are ecstatic, absolutely ecstatic about it. So this is the issue. Goes on TV and he tells his bold-faced lie about Ibrahim Traore, and we already know the setup. See, because this is what they did to Gaddafi, but we didn't have enough information at the time. There was not enough cross communication as the way there is now with the internet. You can actually see and communicate with people on the ground real time and see and understand what they're going through. And the lies don't have the means of purchase that they used to, because they can be debunked immediately. So as the case with this situation, so he goes over there and he tells Congress, or no, excuse me, the Senate, that the man is using the people money, which he's not. He took a pay cut. He's getting a captain in the army salary, not a presidential salary. He cut the salaries of all the other people as well, okay? He's building 8,000 miles of roads. They built, he bought the country all kinds of agricultural equipment, tractors, combines. He bought all kinds of garbage trucks. They bought buses for transport so that people can have transportation. I mean, he is doing wonderful, wonderful things. But what he is not doing is listening to the UN, listening to America. He don't give a damn about what America's talking about. And that's where the problem comes in. So the attempt was made, I should say, to discredit him, to besmirch his character and say just obviously what's not happening, because this is not what's happening. And so there has been, of course, and this makes me question our so-called freedoms when you realize the level of censorship to outside issues that we have here in this country. Like, they don't want us to know about these things, so they just plain old don't show us. They don't talk about it. The only reason why it backfired on them this far is because they stepped away from their usual silence. I won't dignify that with an answer stance to lie on this man. And that's where they messed up at. So now Africans, Switzerland people, everybody is in an uproar all across the diaspora. Hands off Ibrahim Traore. The going consensus is they're not going to let you do to him what you did to all of the leaders before him. And not only is it just Burkina Faso, but Mali, Nigeria has now joined. The ECOWAS countries are finally getting on board. All kinds of countries across Africa. It's like 55 countries in Africa. It's not, people are under the impression that it's one monolithic country, but no. But they are all slowly but surely coming on board to the common desire for self-sufficiency. It says, happy 1 year anniversary to the Lola Shae show. Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah, so the idea, because it's multifaceted. So the smear campaign was started. It didn't work out, obviously, but it was started. And this is something that is consistently, regularly, and often done to destabilize governments, to destabilize organizations, to get rid of people who they find to be troublesome. They start lies. They don't necessarily have to be the truth. Long as you believe it, it worked, right? So if they tell you this person is absolutely horrible, they're the devil, they're a demon, they're this, that, and the third, it works as long as you believe it, right? As long as you're not doing your own research, as long as you're not having any kind of independent thought, then the propaganda does its job, right? But the idea that there are people who know what's really going on and they're not sitting down and allowing just blatant ass lies to be spread. I have a great appreciation for the way that people are coming together. Uh, all of our people, and as you know, once Africa stands up, everybody else does as well. So, um, definitely, I've been keeping an eye on what's going on over there. Continue to keep an eye on what's going on over there, and we'll continue to bring you all the info I can as this goes along. I don't see this. It doesn't have end in sight. The end is liberation. That's what the end is. The end is sovereignty. The end is I don't know. They've opened up free citizenship for the diaspora, which means anybody who may or may not have came from that country can now obtain, well, black people. Let me rephrase that, because they kicked all the white people out of the country. They kicked them out first. Okay, they kicked them out. They kicked the companies that was exploiting them. And what I mean by exploiting them, they were paying these people 80 cents a pound or some insanity like that, when it on market goes for at least $200 a pound, a gram, an ounce. I get my numbers, my denominations together, but the point is 80 cents and $200 ain't nowhere near, ain't even in the same ballpark as each other. Okay, so they was just flat out economically abusing people, and then having the nerve to call them poor after they robbed them blind. I always was fascinated by that. So yeah, there's a lot going on that they're definitely not talking about in the realm of stuff. I like it. I was so just overjoyed and joyous and happy watching the little videos all week. It made my week. It really did. It's been otherwise kind of crazy. Over here, we're dealing with executive orders, crazy dictator-esque presidents, and just general insanity. But it's optimistic and very encouraging to know that we are happily moving forward towards our goals as a unified group. There'll always be people who don't, especially if they don't benefit from our unification, or they're definitely not going to benefit for that. But when you're telling people you can't rob me no more, they're not going to appreciate that. Okay, Gaddafi was trying to create a unified currency across Africa. Go on and look it up if you like. And that would have crashed the American dollar. It would have collapsed the American dollar, because the American dollar is a fiat currency, meaning that it doesn't have anything behind it to shore it up. It's not backed by any gold or any other precious thing that you could say, this dollar is worth X amount, right? Whereas Gaddafi's, it was Gaddafi, it was Mandela, it was Saddam Hussein, it was a couple of them, and they wanted to get together and make a unified. They wanted to unify Africa first of all, and since since they came in and said, okay, this for you Brazil, this for you France, this for you England, and none for Africa, they haven't. They changed all of the languages. They changed all of the. They, like, for example, what they did in Nigeria, parts of the country is this family, and parts of the country is another family, because ultimately it's all just families, right? So when they made Nigeria, it was like one big area of family, and they split that in half. So now some of the family is in this country, and the other, some of the family is in Nigeria. So just means to separate people. Then when they come in and they do their work, they put in infrastructure, but only roads to the mines, only trains to the mines and to the port. Nothing to help the people. Nothing, nothing that's gonna do anything for them. So they've been getting their resources basically stolen, pennies on the dollar, and then absolutely no investment in infrastructure or in the future of these people, because the plan is to keep them in it, because once they start thinking, oh no, they're gonna realize that they're getting robbed. That's where they at now. So if you never would have robbed them, you wouldn't have had to worry about them finding out that they're being robbed. Now they just found out that they're being robbed, and they're really, really, really not happy about it. So there's not going to be any, I'm sure there's always a greedy individual, because that's how they got in the problems that they are in now. A lot of greedy individuals, a lot of corruption, a lot of bribery, a lot of stuff that ain't got no business, but they slowly but surely weeding that out. They're slowly but surely building up their army. Like I said, they're up to like 8,000 soldiers, which might not seem like a lot to you, but it's a lot of people with guns, because now they built their own ammunition industrial complex, where they are supplying the military soldiers with uniforms and guns and bullets. Now, how you gonna be okay? Good example. France was over Burkina Faso specifically, right? And a few dozen other countries. So, but we're specifically discussing Burkina Faso today. So, France was over Burkina Faso. So Burkina Faso says to France, okay, well, we got these insurgents that done popped up in here, and they terrorizing people, they raping, pillaging, and plundering. They making life difficult for the people, right? We need some help. So France then turns around and says, okay, well, we'll give you some military uniforms. We'll give you a couple of trucks. We'll even give you, well, what we're not going to give you is no bullets and no guns. We can't give you no lethal weapons. We can give you non-lethal weapons. Meanwhile, somebody is arming the terrorists with state-of-the-art weapons, state-of-the-art body armor, missiles, armor-piercing bullets, all kinds of stuff they got, okay, to terrorize the people, but they won't. They tell the people they can't give them no lethal weapons. Why? Because maybe you did the people so wrong, you scared the people going to use those lethal weapons against you? That might have something to do with it. So now the people say, you know what? We're going to do our own thing. So they built their own munitions factories, and they building their own everything. That's what it was. We're not going to sit around, and we're not going to wait for y'all to do it no more. And once again, I salute the people in Burkina Faso. So I spent the whole half episode talking about them. I love it. I could talk all day about it, because we don't even have stuff like this in this country. And yes, every time we get somebody who even wants to start talking about looking like they unifying a people, they got plans for them. They get rid of them quick, fast, and in a hurry. So we are cautiously and optimistically watching the people in Burkina Faso. We're praying for the people in Burkina Faso. By we, I mean we. I'm including you in it, whether you like it or not, because if you have any sense, and I know my audience has sense, I know y'all brains work, I know y'all are capable of critical thinking, okay, you know that what's good for them is definitely gonna do some trickling down. So please let's let this run its course to its inevitable ending, which is the uplifting of all God's people on earth, okay? Because as you may have noticed, the time of crap is over. We are now ready to go. It's ready to go, as they used to say. Okay? So, yeah, no, for real, because you had a bunch of people a few years ago who were all collaborating together. They was moving back to Ghana, and they did, and they got a big old whole community situation going on out there, and they giving them more land to build on because they like what they did with the first amount of stuff. There's a whole lot of Back to Africa initiatives sending money to Africa. Do you know that they send about $30 billion a year to Africa? I'm just saying. So the money is there. Once I'm assuming we get a hold of and a yoke around the necks of some of the people working against us, which is on the way. It's on the way because it's not going to be easy to sell out your peoples in the coming days. It's not going to be as easy because now people are going to be asking questions. Why did you do that? Like, what was the purpose behind that? And who does that benefit? Does that benefit us? Does it benefit you? Does it benefit you now or in the long run? Like, it can't just be based on a person's greed or short-term goals. We're talking long-term, we're talking the long game, and we're not taking lose as an option. So, no, it's not going to happen overnight. But the fact that it's happening and it has not happened before is plenty optimistical for me. I like it. So again, I'm going to take this time out since we are halfway through the hour. Once again, I want to say thank you to everybody tuning into the Lola Shae Show. Oh, yeah, y'all can see how fat I am on this goddamn. Anyway. I'm going to have to work this out. Got to do some crunches now because of this. This whole new set is forcing me to work out. It's terrible. Anyway, yes, thank you very much to everybody wishing me a happy freaking anniversary. I like it. And hopefully we got some many more years to go. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to just having you guys to chat with. And I don't know, y'all are like we brainstorm these things together. Y'all make me remind me, let me know that I'm not losing my ever-loving mind, that it's not making sense to any of us. It's not making sense to me. It's not making sense to y'all either. So y'all keep me sane, and I want to say thank you for that. Yeah, so like right now, we're going to take this time out to do a couple of videos. I think we have some new videos this week. I don't know. But I know we got some videos coming up. So we'll do that, and then we'll be back shortly.
Para ti, bad guy, ella no se imagina todo lo que siente mi corazón. Rueda, so llámalo. Es que ella no, es que ella no, es que ella no, ay, es que ella no, es que ella no se imagina lo que ella cosa cuando está junto a mí. Es que ella no se imagina todo lo que me hace sentir no. Es que ella no se imagina lo que ella cosa cuando está junto a mí. Es que ella no se imagina todo lo que me hace sentir. Lentamente se pasa el tiempo cuando estoy contigo, en verdad yo te digo, ay, que soy feliz. Ay, porque quiero estar ahí contigo, quiero estar en un ratico nada más. Un pretexto, una excusa, algo voy a inventar para tenerte a mi lado disimulando al mirar. Creo que se puso el tiempo disfrutar un poco más de tu amor. Dame de tu amor, dame de tu amor, dame de tu amor que yo te doy de mi amor. Dame de tu amor, dame de tu amor, dame tu amor. Es que ella no se imagina lo que ella causa cuando está junto a mí. Es que ella no se imagina y lo que me hace sentir no. Es que ella no se imagina lo que ella causa cuando está junto a mí. Es que ella no se imagina y lo que me hace sentir. Tú me haces sentir amor, amor. quiero amarte. Que de mi vida tú hagas parte. Quiero besarte. Acércate más, déjame abrazarte. Dame de tu amor, dame de tu amor. Dame de tu amor que yo te doy de mi amor. Dame de tu amor, dame de tu amor. Dame, 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 dame tu amor. Es que ella no se imagina lo que ella pasa cuando está junto a mí. Es que ella no se imagina y tú lo que me haces sentir no. Es que ella no se imagina lo que ella pasa cuando está junto a mí. Es que ella no se imagina y tú lo que me haces sentir.
Y es que ella no se imagina todo lo que causa en mí. Con todo el boli, baby, soy un mar tranquilo por fuera, turbulento por dentro. Eso es lo que siento. Soy yo, Look, Bad Music, listen on the band, Top Record.
Ella no se imagina.
Yeah. I got on this for no particular reason. And you know the business is important, but every now and then you gotta catch wreck for sport. Hip hop is a contact sport. So we're gonna show you what King did. Y'all ready? They tryna talk brick money, I'm at a 9 to 5. Coolest cat alive, the 9 took about 9 lives. King of the jungle, I walk around with a lion's pride. 45, Jordan in his prime, how they iron God. Devil nickel at the garden when that iron fly. Come and take a walk on my city, homie, come try a slide. I reside where niggas get hit for trying to copy shot. Tough guy, you looking for the smoke, nigga try and die. Love is a luxury that I can't afford, and hate is expression of what I can't ignore. Most niggas express the pain when they ain't involved. I'm accelerating in every lane where they falling short. One man army, I'm the shooter. Muscle for hire like Lex Luger. Super man of steel, ball heads like Lex Luthor. Screaming fuck ops out the backseat of the Uber. Ignorant, black tie fair when it's pimpin' shit. Trying to find a way to get away before they end the shit. My homie did a bid and he maintained his innocence. All we want is survival, all they want is us in the shit. Snapping every single arena without the benefits. We mad while the white man laughing at how the tension sit. My spiritual awakening is different this time around. I got no time to clown, I need compensation for sentences. Income passive, net worth massive. King talk, Prince and MJ, masters. Two cans slick like oil, this caster. Friendly might make you a ghost, this Casper. There's a reason why she called me the GOAT. Just ask her, it's my time, fuck who's next and who's after. Step now, catch 16, attach ladders. God tier, chew through mics, they just rappers. They stepping on the scene versus the Halloween. They just wanna be seen, so let's make a scene. Movie in the making, let's box, go get your Vaseline. Call me Mike Tyson at prime time, this my regime. Charlie Sheen winning in this bitch now. I'ma stand up, nigga, go ahead and sit down. Timid in my youth, but I'm really with the shits now. Put you on your ass, I don't even need a big crowd. Born told me I lack the killer instinct, but when I rap it's just in, no Timberlands, how I'm in sync. Such a different type of vibe when I cut the cord. Full court pressure, nigga, and fuck the score. Thought boy up 10,000, homie, come see the show. Nigga, we really made it cool for you to be a hoe. Niggas copy my motives and wait for me to go. Get a verse and hold it for years, waiting for me to blow. Fuck it though, call me the sacrifice. God-like, all you get is the passion coming after the death of Christ. Active life, cooking on instruments, we can add the spice. Foreign in the left lane, speeding off with the loaded dice. I'm betting on me if you get the picture. If not, get cropped, head taps. I'm such a real nigga. I'm in the field, nigga. Don't even feel spitters. This ain't for media, it's just so I can heal with ya. Bobby and Mace, I ain't really trying to deal with ya. $1 million worth of game in a still picture. Blow a band on a stripper and pop more wet so we can celebrate life, and I'm a still tipper. They counted me out, I held my head high. Polo button up with the necktie. Real nigga vibe from the city with the best eye. NY, BX, Barrel Thorough, the rest try.
Somebody to come out to my show and see what the fuck they say to me. Why would you even?
I don't
this
like
is,
that.
Yeah, like this is exactly why I hate giving my energy to the wrong people. Like we need somewhere to just make our energy work. So y'all ready to go?
Yeah, we are.
Let's just go.
Really don't mean a thing. I can make the change. If it ain't part of my plan, then I'm shifting the mood. No consequence. Really gonna press that pedal. If it ain't part of my plan, then I'm shifting the mood. Oh, it's easy to cut through a path straight to a lane that feeds me. Oh, it's easy. So you better believe them when they say they ain't see me. It's all in the way that the public perceive me. Oh, yes, I got handles, but can they handle it? Shifting my direction. They do anything for a mention. Policy, but it for my protection. I got control, yeah. Whenever the goal, no. Gon' see how the cookie crumble, cause you know it don't. Really don't mean a thing. I can make the change. If it ain't part of my plan, then I'm shifting the mood. shifted the mood. Shifted, 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 shifted the mood. Shifted.
So McDonald's is offering Krispy Kreme donuts in the McDonald's now if you order on the app. You know that's the beginning of the end, right? All right. Whenever they can't survive on their own, they start including other niggas. All right. So, get ready to say goodbye. Well, I already said goodbye. Shouldn't be eating that nasty shit anyway. Got people meat in the goddamn food. I don't care. They keep finding people meat in the food. I can't. I'm sorry. That's okay. I have to pass on the people meat. I don't want to get mad cow disease and shit. So, okay. So we did have some new videos. We did have some new videos this week. We had No Say by Jamarook. We had Naisha Chanel. Shout out to Naisha Chanel doing wonderful things. I see you, girl. Do your damn thing. We had Rain, and we had Corey Brooks. King did, and then we had Bianca Schiff. So, you know, if you want to see a video on this or our other many awesome shows, please feel free to contact us at IAXISRADIO.com and submit your video. Please make sure it's a clean version, or if it's a little cussing, we will accept cussing if it's an uplifting and positive good, because sometimes you gotta cuss out. Sometimes. Shall I know? So anyways, then. There's talk of visa-free travel for certain Caribbean countries, while at the same time certain African countries are facing travel bans. So we just in the travel up people for make sure before you travel, you check the requirements to enter the country. In some cases, the requirements to exit the country, and you know, make sure in advance. You don't want to get caught up in those situations. And do not stay past your visa, because they're deporting you back to America. Just like America's deporting people back to their country, they are deporting you back to America if you try to stay past your stay. So don't think that, oh, I'm American, they're not gonna mind, they're not gonna pay no mind. Everybody is hella feeling sensitive right now, from Canada on down. So yeah, make sure you have all your documentation and everything that you need. The Real ID deadline ends or stops. The deadline is May the 7th, which is a little over a week away. And without a Real ID, you will not be able to enter federal buildings or fly on commercial or international flights. Not commercial, excuse me, domestic or international flights. It's all commercial, right? Yeah, so please make sure. Now, there is definitely a backlog at the DMV. Months in backed up appointment time. So I don't know when you're gonna get this actual appointment. It will probably be after. If you waited this late, it's gonna be after May, June, July, August, maybe, when you get your appointment. I'm just gonna put that out there. But it's something that's going to be a requirement for everybody. So it's really no getting around it at this particular point in time. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, I want to shout out to everybody tuned in on IG. I want to say thank you to you guys. It's been a lot of y'all lately, so I want to make sure I take this time out to shout out Bubba the Griffin, Tasty 2000, Mako's Dirt 76, and D. Hatway. Of course, my usuals, Ebby Die Hatway. Dat. You know what? I tell you, the creativity on these names be giving me, making that vein jump in my eye sometimes. I'm telling y'all. But anyway, I just want to say thank you all very much for tuning in. If it's your first time, if it's your 50th time, if you a hoes over from that other show I was on, or maybe that other show that I was on, I would say thank you very much for finding, following, and keeping up with the show. We definitely appreciate you for that. I don't know. Then what's up we got going is, okay, so yeah, last time we discussed items that they were allowing through the TSA onto the airplanes, and this week we're just going to throw in that one that they threw up there that you're definitely, if you was able to carry it, now you're not able to carry it anymore, and that's portable chargers. The concern is the lithium batteries are unstable, especially if you're getting them from certain places in China, and it's not safe to be thousands of feet in the air and have any kind of an explosion on a enclosed, airtight vehicle. So I don't recommend that anyway. So yeah, they're not gonna be allowing portable phone chargers. They already don't allow those lithium batteries like for the scooters or electric bikes. They don't allow them in the MTA. They don't allow them. There's a whole lot of places that don't allow them because they're not safe. Once the fires get started, it's extremely hard to get rid of the fire. It burns through metals and all manner of things that regular fire doesn't bother, and it's extremely hard to put out. So sometimes they just have to let it burn its way out, and that can cost a whole neighborhood in some cases. So we really have to be careful, especially when, you know, it's not just you on the plane, it's other people. So a little bit of inconvenience for everybody's safety. In this case, I have to say I agree. I don't always agree with the idea of submitting or giving away my safety or autonomy for the sake of safety, I should say. So, but when it's obvious, like I said, these fires burn hotter than regular fires, longer than regular fires, and it's way harder. So they're not put out by the traditional methods. So you can't put it out with water. Carbon monoxide is not working. You have to have specific chemicals to put these fires out, and it's just by the time they get those chemicals to where you and that fire has burnt through everything. So no, we don't want that. What else do we have? I don't know. Just prayers out to everybody. I know it's crazy. It seems like it's getting crazier, because it kind of is. But just know, you know, just embrace your people, your support systems, appreciate your support systems, acknowledge your support systems. You're gonna need them consistently. And if you are feeling like you don't have a support system, reach out and talk to somebody. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Don't think that, you know, oh, they're gonna have some. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody has to say about anything. The point is that you not go through the things that we're gonna find ourselves going through alone. You want to have somebody, even if it's just somebody to look at and be like, did you see that shit? Even if it's just to have that, you know. Some people take their friendship circles for granted, and some people wish they had a friendship circle. So cherish your people, especially in this day and age and times. There's just a lot of insanity going on, and the only thing to fight hate is love, and the only thing to fight chaos is order. So seek order in your life. Try to put yourself together. Try to organize your situation. Try to make sure your household is absolutely terrible. Try to make sure your household is in order. It's easier to look outward when everything inside is right. So it's much harder to worry about what's going on in the world when you don't even have it together in your house. So I just have to say, I don't know. Salute to everybody who's ever went through anything. Salute to the people who are going through things quietly. Salute to the people who refuse to go through things quietly. They're going to let you know that they got problems. They're going to let you know they don't like what you said, what you did, how this is working. They don't like it. They don't like it. They're going to let you know. So salute to all of the peoples. I want everybody to be happy and get joy in their life and all of that good stuff. I can't ask for anything else. This has been the first episode back. This second, what was it, a season? I don't know if that's a season or more than a season. But it's the second year of the Lola Shae Show. We will be having some awesome things coming this year. More interviews, in-person interviews. I want to get out there outside in the world a little bit more. Bring some interesting characters in here for you guys to talk with, chat with, communicate, get some information from. I'm going to have a few giveaways. No comment. Just some giveaways. I'm going to get some new glasses. It's going to be awesome. These are my reading glasses. I have to have some kind of glasses. Healing for everyone. Exactly. That's the time we are in right now. We are not dealing with them and their stuff. We are drinking water and minding our business. And by minding our business, that means we are taking care of our health and our family and our friends and our loved ones and our stuff. We are prioritizing ourselves over people who don't prioritize us, because that's important. We are getting healthy. We are getting stronger. We are working out. We are eating better. We are cutting out the pork and the salt and the other things that are making us unhealthy. We are trying to move into the future with strength, love, and appreciation for our people. So that's what we're doing. That's what we continue to do. Let the world figure itself out. We can definitely handle our own stuff amongst ourselves as we unify, because we don't have a choice but to unify at this point. We can't keep telling you to survive or die. It is what it is, right? And don't unify then stay over there by yourself, and I'll see you next year and we'll see how that works out for you. But for the rest of us, we'll be back next week. We'll be working out, stuff. We'll be talking, we'll be discussing, we'll be brainstorming, we'll be planning, we'll be doing, and that's all we can possibly ask for. So I want to thank you guys for being here and giving me something to look forward to every week, talking to you guys. Once again, I want to thank everybody who tuned in, everybody who tunes in live, everybody who tunes in later, everybody who's, commenting, text messages, the phone calls, the donations, the everything. I want to thank everybody who's ever contributed to anything. Oh, gotta go backwards a little bit. So we did have our Easter egg hunt. I don't have anything organized. I almost didn't make it today, y'all. So every now and again I have these days. Today was one of those days. But I was like, you know what? I'm going. I don't care. I'm going. Because somebody is looking for me. Somebody wants to see me. Somebody wants to know. It's going to ask me, well, what happened? I was waiting for the show. And as long as that's a thing, I'll be here. long as somebody is waiting for the show, I'll be here. I want to thank you to those people who were waiting on the show, because y'all got me out of the slump that I was in and off my butt and over to the Bronx to work. Because somebody is there. That's all it takes is one person. I'm talking to somebody. I'm okay with that, because me and you, we is here. Anywho's, looking forward to seeing you all next week. We'll be continuing our discussion on Burkina Faso, and they're striving for our future, because it's our future, believe that shit or not, okay? Because as they rise, we rise, okay? I'm tired of being the nigga, okay? So when they're not the nigga, then we're not the niggas either, okay? We just bad motherfuckers like God made us, you understand? So it's important that these people get themselves together, pull themselves up by their quote-unquote bootstraps, with absolutely no help from nobody else. That's right. It's very important that this happens the way that it is happening, for who it is happening for. And who is it important to? It's important to me, and it's important for us. So I want to leave on that note, play my happy goodbye song, and I'll see you guys next week.
It's sad to think we're not gonna make it. And it's gotten to the point where we just can't think it. For some ungodly reason, just won't let it die. No, I guess neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. Oh, I keep wondering what I'm gonna do without you. And I guess you must be wondering the same thing too. Ooh. So we go on together, living a lie. 'Cause neither one of us wanna be the first to say goodbye. Every time I find the nerve, every time I find the nerve to say I'm leaving. Oh, the memories, those old memories, they get in my way. Oh, Lord knows it's only me. Oh, He knows it's only me that I'm deceiving. When it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I just cannot say. There's no possible way this can have a happy ending. I don't see it, baby. No, no, no. So we just go on, go on hurting and pretending, and convincing ourselves to give it just one more try.
wants to be the first to say.
Neither one of us wants to be the first to say. Oh, neither one of us wants to be the first to say. Farewell, my love. Goodbye. Oh.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for the Lola Shae Show.